Woo-wee, it's another scorcher outside today, boys and girls. Woo! Listen, I had an exciting morning. I will tell you what. Let me take this out of my ear so I can hear myself think. It is just after 11:22. And this morning, busy, very busy. Got up at 6, fed the dog. She didn't eat. I think when it's hot outside, she's not hungry. Or if it's because she's a German Shepherd, she likes to work and that's her reward mentally. This is dog mindset. This isn't me. Then she'll eat after she does her work, which is nothing. Her work is walking around with Jack and being a part of his work. So there you go. That's her work. Obviously took a shower, brushed the teeth, did all the things to get ready for the morning. Had a good talk yesterday with my sister. Had an excellent sleep, as a matter of fact. I had 8 hours and 23 minutes of sleep. Seriously, there is something about eating more food and more fat and calorie consumption for my body that I have bucked my entire life, because I was always taught calories matter. The calories you put in, and you got to expenditure out. I mentioned today in the Kelly Hogan class, that's another thing I want to talk about. I mentioned in the class that Kelly, was the one that taught me to eat more. And that was like mind-blowing experience. So again, those are some of the notes that I took earlier, jotted some things down I will address later. Watched Old Guy Carnivore. I never watched his show, and he's kind of a funny chap. He really is. And got engaged with some of the conversation there. I don't spend a lot of time with the carnivore community, and I don't know if it's because some people can be militant in that arena, in that space, in that way of eating. And I think the carnivore people are kind of cool, but that's how I started. I started with the carnivore. Another mind-blowing moment for me was this shirt is extra large, and it's a wee bit large. These pants that I'm wearing, which I won't show you because my sister said you were showing your stomach. I kind of blew her mind, but another thing too, I looked in the mirror today. It's a fact. Let's get real. I am 64 years old and gravity happens. So even in the class today, they talked about the skin. And I've got the skin. I don't know if Mary Jo, my sister, would be showing her skin, but I did a picture maybe 2 months ago at the tanning bed showing my skin, more along the lines for people, for motivation for them, not for me, because I see myself every day. And thank the Lord for Spanx. Let me tell you what, it just sucks it all in. So I'm gradually going out of extra large, but that was a whole mindset, because I bought things that were bigger all the time to hide myself, and I was always hiding. So I threw away 2 shirts again. This is my mindset, throwing them away as opposed to giving them away and trying to encourage fat or being, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I don't want to go there for right now. So Old Guy Carnivore, Kelly Hogan class, then Chris Cooking Nashville, full of information, tons of information. Stick around, because today I am showing a super easy recipe. It's a brand new recipe. I don't know how many recipes I've created during this BBB and E challenge, but Number one, it's been a lot. Number two, I even amazed myself because it's the caterer in me coming back out again, being creative and doing these recipes. Last year, I was not that creative. I just ate burgers, steak, and eggs. Boring. Total boring. This year, I'm more excited. So, stick around for that. Yeah. And my memories, yes, let's call them Monday musings, Monday memories, I don't know. But I'm going to be talking in depth, hitting it really below the belt for me and my experience. So if I can help somebody out to listen to it, it is what it is. Some people, apparently, this is funny because Virgie brought up the fact that she even said that to me. She called me after the Chris Live. She said that she believes I'm a nice person, but she said to me, I think you offend people because you say it like it is. You tell it like it is. I wish people would tell me like it is. I'm glad that Jeannie Silvernail from Kelly's group told me exactly as it was when we started the BB&E. She didn't mince any words. Again, I brought it up yesterday. She wasn't directly talking, Jerry, this blah, 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 bullet points. She said people in general and made the comment that or in the context of the message it was, stop playing a game. Stop playing a game with yourself. And I'm going to expound on that and playing a game. And I don't know, not that I want to preach to y'all, but I'm giving you my opinion and my experience from my life. Take bits and pieces from you want. And if you don't want to watch, that's okay. There are people that don't make comments on my channel that I'm involved with in this group that I'm doing BBB&E, and that's okay. It doesn't bother me. It's like a duck. Water right off the back. Water right off the bat. Back. That's it. Talk to you guys later. Cheers for now. Okay, so Monday musings. The things that I want to discuss are more along the lines of personal. And it's things that I feel about myself. And I don't want it to become misconstrued on the internet, whereas somebody would say, well, gee, they're talking about me. And that's not my intention. It's really not. The fact that I, not once, but twice, gained back 163 pounds, and now for the absolute last time, 64 years old on the face of this earth, and I finally, thanks to Kelly Hogan, I got that light bulb moment. So she's my coach. I have tried on numerous occasions, co-workers, family, friends, YouTube people, influencers, whatever the case may be, people that I saw on the web that I tried to have them, and I would have paid for them to go to Kelly Hogan classes, and they said no. Now, the valuable information from the Kelly Hogan class is that book. That's not to discount her as a human being. That's not the case. That book that she has is gold. I equate the Bible, as the book of my life. The Kelly Hogan manual is the carnivore, ketogenic, proper human diet way that I want to be able to live, eat, and breathe for the rest of my life. I get my spiritual guidance from the Bible. With this book, I get the guidance that Kelly has formulated over her many years of doing this. She has been a carnivore for 15 years. So it's valuable information that she offers in her book. So apparently it must be offensive to say to somebody, hey, I would like to pay for you to have a month of the Kelly Hogan coaching at your time and at your convenience. Apparently that's offensive. I don't know. If somebody offered it to me, I'd be like, yeah. But then comes the school of thought that we all come to a realization of the diet, the way of eating, the health concerns, all in due time, or as I say, in God's time. This too shall pass. The 363-pound Jerry, that too is gone. She's gone. She's a memory I don't want to bring back up ever. Along with all the sickness and the pain and the heartache and the skin that was stretched out to the nth degree. So I don't want to show, because I don't want to offend my sister, but I'll show you my arm. See that? Unnecessary. Now, it comes with age. So does my face. Somebody said to me, and I have a certain amount of filtering, not the filter that you see on the face, but the filter of comments. I hate the big F word. I refuse. I will ban you forever if you use the GD word here on YouTube or any of my other platforms, because that's my God. So this was flagged, I think it was by YouTube, because it wasn't me. But they said something which is somewhat hurtful, not to me because I know what the reality is, somewhat hurtful about this. For example, this isn't an old lady sag bag. Do I have them on both? I have them sag bags on both, and I'll talk about the jowls, etc. later on. But this was caused by one of our German Shepherds that decided to give my face a high 4 with the paw and missed my eye. By the grace of God, she missed my eye and held that paw for I don't know how long, but it hurt. So that's what this is from. That's reality. The rest of this, lines, sags, bags, etc., comes from age. Up here, I'm not running to the plastic surgeon to go have it done, lifted. Wouldn't that be lovely if we all have it lifted? That would be fantastic. But this comes with age. Let's not discount the fact that it comes with the fact that I was fat, 363 pounds. So for me, Jerry, to say ever on YouTube, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to the supper club with my husband and eat a baked potato, because you know what? I did so good on my diet and I'm worth it. I deserve a little reward. No, you don't, Jerry. What you deserve is to be healthy for the rest of your life. You have not only your own health and your own, albeit shoulder that was fixed a couple of years ago, back that was fixed last year, hip that was fixed this year. Pretty soon I'm going to be bionic. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget the eyes, the eyeballs, the cataracts that were done. Pretty soon, like I said, I'm going to be bionic, and I don't want all the medical work that needed to be done because of health condition that maybe I have caused. Maybe it was due to my diagnosis as a child. Perhaps the fact that I don't know, I'm stubborn. I clearly have been stubborn all my life because I sat in a hospital for 6 months as a child, could not walk, and I tried to prove everybody. So that's the way I am in my life. I try to prove everybody otherwise. And I need to listen to what I'm saying, the feeling that I feel right now, being a carnivore, eating a proper human diet. Maybe next month I'm going to have a pickle, but you guys knew that already. I can guarantee, ding dong guarantee you, I will not buy another salad kit and eat that delicious, at the time I thought it was, that delicious salad dressing that's got the seed oils. I'm not ashamed to ever go to a restaurant and say with specificity, not being a B word, if you can't cook the food that I want with butter, I'd rather not eat. I don't have a problem going to a nice restaurant with my husband for a special occasion, my anniversary, and walking away from the dinner table not eating. I don't have a problem with that. If they're going to put it on a grill, fine, put my steak on a grill. I'll have a 24-ounce ribeye steak. As long as you don't put any seed oils or that magic oil that you restaurants use, I'm cool with it. That's me. So, those are my Monday musings for the day. You guys that are conscious about whole foods, whether you're keto, because I have keto friends, or carnivore, because duh, Carnivore Jerry, and watching Mitch today made me think. Old guy Mitch, carnivore guy that had a stroke, made me think that he was doing very, very well in his carnivore walk, and he had a stroke. Could it have been, he even admitted it himself, could it have been because of what he had done previously in the past? Nobody knows. Only God knows. But for me, I have a choice to not pick up the bag of seed oil salad dressing, not make excuses why I need to have Mounds bar, because those were one of my favorites. Sometimes I felt like a nut, sometimes I didn't. I have that choice, whether it's sugar-free or not sugar-free. I don't want to go down that slippery slope. I don't. And I can't promise any of you here and now that I'm not going to ever have a sugar-free chocolate, a drop, if I'm making sugar-free chocolate chip cookies for my husband. I can't promise that. But I can promise that you will not see a 363-pound Jerry again. And it's more than the size, because the health charts say I should be a certain size, from 155 to 175. Kelly Hogan, she weighs 130 pounds to date. I don't want to look like Kelly Hogan. Amy, my friend, she looks very good. She is within the range that I should be. I like looking at Amy because I can relate. Many times I'd be with the husband, let's say at the state fair, and I'd see a lady pass by and I'd say, do I look as fat as she does? He would tell me the truth. Sometimes it hurt, but it's reality that slapped me in the face. The skin that is on my arms, my face, my belly, I guess you would call it that. It's my badge of honor. Bug just flew by. It's a badge of honor. It's a reminder every day that I look down and say, do not have that because you feel like you deserve a reward, or, I've been so good and I deserve this. No. Nah. I owe a lot to Kelly Hogan. And I'm sorry that people feel, in my family, that people feel that they can't eat meat. I'm sorry that they feel that they're used to eating whatever cereal box that they're used to eating all their life, that they're going to continue that way, or YOLO, you only live once. I don't want pills to sustain my life. I don't want insulin. I want to feel as good as I feel right now. This hip thing, it's getting better and better. This too shall pass. This will pass. I will be doing better. But for right now, you got what you got. You got a little sassy, spunky. Maybe you're thinking I'm insolent. I don't know, and guess what? I don't care. So, that's it for me for my Monday musings, Monday rant, whatever the case may be. I have got a recipe to create for you. Brand new recipe that is chunky. And Campbell's soup ain't got nothing on me with this chunky soup. So until we meet again, I'll catch you later at the recipe, at the bowl. The soup bowl, that is.